Shri Vikas Talwar, Deputy Director, FSSAI.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Honorable Minister Sir, and all the dignitaries present on the dais, and all the respected officers and media personnel and other participants. As already summed up by my co-panelist, a lot of discussions has already happened about the various provisions and their interplay with the other acts and provisions. So first of all, I would like to share with the House a few details that related to Food Safety and Standard Act 2006. As the most of the industry people must be knowing that we are going for the comprehensive revision of our FSS Act also, along with the licensing regulations, which are basically our main pillars of enforcement mechanism under this Act. So three provisions that we have specifically recommended for decriminalization under our own Act is, one is that in case the food is found unsafe but no injury or loss of limb or life has been caused to anyone, then that offense can be compounded, means that can be just go for the adjudication. At present the mechanism is that even if the food is unsafe but no injury has been caused to anyone, despite that the offense is a criminal in nature. So it is a very big change, and very, I think it's a great relief for the industry also. Many times, because unsafe could be of various reasons, but practically they may not have a significant bearing upon the health of the consumer. So this is a key change that we have already proposed to the ministry. Yes, sir. Many times it is not consumed, or it is sometimes consumed also, but no, it's not significantly related to the any harm. Because if you see the definition of unsafe food now, many times the food analyst, practically speaking, many times food analyst does not or fail to correlate with the deleterious nature of the unsafe food. Means they just go by one subsection and say, since this is not present or this is absent from the food, it is unsafe. But the intent of that provision is that it should be proven beyond reasonable doubt that it can cause injury to someone, basically. So substandard, if you see our act, there is not much difference in terms of the definition substandard and unsafe. The cardinal difference is that it should be injurious to the human health. But practically these facts are not appreciated by the food analyst, which leads to the unnecessary prosecution cases. So we are trying to address that aspect without compromising with the health and safety of the consumers. Then another provision is that earlier, if someone obtains any approval or license from the authority by giving any false information, then that was also a criminal offense. But we have decided that we may ease that also by making it an adjudicable offense, although we have increased the fine so that we may retain the deterrent impact of the same. Further, we are also going by the philosophy, let us first trust the business and then verify. Rather than going the other way around, we will presume that all the businesses who are actually intending to do the business will not cheat us by giving us any false information or documentation. Then the another provision is that punishment for carrying out food business without license. This is a very big issue, especially when after 16 years of its implementation of this act, we may see that still a large section of our food business is still in the informal sector. So our approach of our government as well as policies are towards to bring these informal sectors within the formal domain. So key challenge that they faces is that they are doing business, and they may be doing bona fide business also, but because of this provision, they all become liable for prosecution. Means it is not that they are deliberately deceiving or they don't want to obtain simple 100 rupees registration or 1000 rupees license, but the ground reality is that still a large section of our economy in the food sector is informal sector. If we want to bring them in the formal domain, let's first give them some relief. So we have proposed to decriminalize this offense also. If you are found, although if you are found without carrying out food business without license, then you may be liable for a fine up to 3 lakh rupees. That is up to the court to decide. That is up to the adjudicating officer to decide. Then with the legal metrology, we have just one provision mentioned in our all regulations, that is in the packaging and display, or that is now that is the latest amendment of 2020, in which it reads that the size of numeral and oblique or letters required for declaration of net weight, retail sale price, date of expiry, or best before, or the use by date, and consumer care details on the principal display panel provided in the Legal Metrology Act 2009. So this is the provision that we have incorporated in our labeling and display regulation, that these declarations should be as per the LM Act 2009. One of our senior co-panelists just talked about this improvement notice. It is a very, I think it is a very useful and facilitative provision under the FSS Act. Under section 32, an FBO may be given an opportunity to improve upon. So it is a very good measure, rather than straightway going for prosecution or prosecuting. If it is felt that the offense is minor one that can be improved upon, the concerned food safety officer or designated officer may issue an improvement notice to the food business operator, so that he can improve upon. So these are the certain salient provisions where the Food Safety Act and Legal Metrology Act intersect. So here I would put my words to rest. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.